What it do, Dream Team? It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with we tried the average American diet. Here's what happened. Before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. See what the average diet is like and see if in my past I used to eat like this. Because I'm a better eater now.
The average American diet. It's big, it's cheap, and it's everywhere. And although the prevalence of various healthy diets and exercise routines have exploded in recent years, so has the massive selection of sugar-filled, processed foods, widening an extreme gap of choices all across the board. Today, two buff dudes will revisit their childhood diet so you don't have to. Wish them luck.
The average American diet. What is the average American diet? That's an excellent question. The United States is a big place, so depending on where you were raised, it can mean different things to different people. Whether you're from Miami, New York, the Midwest, or Los Angeles. But overall, here are the foods you're gonna find at any grocery store within the country. And we're gonna be trying them out. For better or for worse.
Science Daily on the American diet. Highly processed foods make up more than 60% of the calories in food we buy.
See how the average American grocery
I'm just gonna guess that has a lot of sugar.
Nothing more American than...
I don't know why you would want Sour Patch Kids cereal. Like, I love Sour Patch Kids. Don't get me twisted, but putting it in cereal form, it doesn't sound good as a cereal.
Sour Patch Kids cereal.
This is the most American cereal I've ever seen in my life.
I've never
The first
seen
ingredient is sugar. I myself have done it many times. I know I could do it again.
I've never seen a Twinkie cereal. This is crazy.
I could eat this thing in one sitting. That would be 1,400 calories and 130 grams of sugar. That's just on breakfast. That's not even including the milk that you're gonna have to go along with it. So that's a lot of calories to start your day.
Most of this is geared towards kids. Very kid-friendly. And I don't think that's really a good way to teach kids or start out their nutritional journey.
A lot of times as a kid, you're not buying the cereal for what it is. You're buying it for what character is endorsing it. So, hey, this is Frozen 2 cereal. I don't care if it's 150 grams of sugar. I want it because the non-Elsa brown hair girl's on it.
Anna.
So a lot of times it's all about convenience, and it doesn't really get more convenient than Pop-Tarts.
I used to love
You can have them
Pop-Tarts.
in just a few moments, and they're not exactly the most nutritional food out there.
No.
Again, if you're just going by taste, they taste pretty damn good. So we're gonna grab some of those. A lot of things, you know.
I used to love me some Pop-Tarts growing up. You know what I'm saying? You just grab you a pack. No matter what time of day it is, just grab a pack, open it up, start eating. You can put it in the microwave if you want to. I never really did. I just grab a pack, open it, start tearing them up.
In America, the bigger the better. As you can see, this is 50% larger, and these ingredients, that list is about as long as a phone book. That's gonna take a while to read exactly what is in this thing. Thankfully, it doesn't take nearly as long to microwave, and you're gonna be having a hell of a lot of calories in the process.
Wow, look at that. On clearance, cheap, 87 cents. It only takes 2 minutes to make. Again, a very long list of ingredients. It's usually something we would have went for at a younger age, just because it's so easy and it's so cheap too.
Okay, this is bringing back huge memories. I did construction in my early 20s, and it was all about convenience. You wake up at 6 a.m., you don't got a lot of time, so I would grab one of these. Of course, I would see that it said protein, so I thought, well, it's protein, it's gotta be good, right? Neglecting the fact that it had 45 grams of carbs, and a big chunk of that is sugar. It's 38 grams of sugar just in this little tiny thing right here. Sometimes I would have 2 a day, and it all adds up. So I'm gonna grab one of these things and let the nostalgia flow through me, and the overabundance of sugars.
And it is funny to look back on it, how many calories just one of these have. 290 calories per bottle. I mean, usually...
Y'all don't even understand how addicted I used to be to soda. We're talking about just major addiction. We're talking about at least 8 cans a day throughout the day. 6 to 8 cans throughout the day. Like, soda, man. Like, oh my God. Thinking about it now, it's taking me back to a place. I gotta stop thinking about it, because now I drink mainly water, and I'll have like maybe 1 to 2 ounces of soda per day. But the memories, the sweet, sweet memories.
Usually you'd have like a 6-pack of it or get a 2-liter, and you would drink just the stuff all day, and you just have an amazing amount of calories, but also pretty much it's just pure sugar. This thing has 77 grams of sugar. I feel like we took it pretty light too. We didn't really go crazy. I mean, there was pastries, there was candy, there was a lot of different variety, a lot of variety of things to buy. I mean, you go to any grocery store now, and it is surprising how much stuff you can buy.
Facts.
It is. And thankfully, now more than ever, they have a lot of healthy options as well. But sometimes they're more expensive, so naturally you gravitate towards the more cheaper items, which is what we did today.
Always more expensive. It's crazy. When it comes to something like bread, guys, I used to buy bread $1.07 a loaf. Now I eat lower calorie bread. It's supposed to be healthy or whatever. I get it because lower calorie, trying to lose weight. It's literally 4 times as much. I'm paying over $4 for a loaf of bread that used to cost me $1. It's insane.
More expensive, so naturally you gravitate towards the more cheaper items, which is what we did today.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture on the American diet. The average American eats or drinks more than 100 pounds of sugar a year.
Oh, that looks good. God dang. Yeah.
Just got done with breakfast. It's
That could have did a whole music video just with breakfast, boy. Hey, you know that?
just got done with breakfast. It started getting me thinking about something, and that is a lot of times when you eat something, it's going to be out of sight, out of mind. You have it, but you don't really know what's in it. I mean, yes, there's nutritional facts, there's ingredients, but you know, it's hard to make a connection on how much you're actually having. So what I did is I weighed out some sugar, and I did 3 different sizes of a popular soda brand, and we're going to see how much sugar is actually in these different sizes here. So the first size, it's going to contain 77 grams of sugar, and as you can see, that is quite a bit. The next size up is the 1 liter, and measured it out, and it is 130 grams of sugar right here. And then we got the 2 liter, which is 276 grams of sugar, and that almost filled the glass to the top. And that's pretty insane when you think about it, because I know myself, I can easily finish a 2 liter of soda in a day. I did when I was a kid, and just looking at this now, I gotta say, wow. I don't think anyone in the right mind would dump this much sugar and just have it throughout the day knowingly. And
I really used to just be drinking that much sugar daily, every day. That's crazy. See, if I would have had the Buff Bros to show me back when I was a kid, I could have changed things. I probably wouldn't have, but I could have had the option to. God dang, that's sick. That is a sick amount of sugar. Oh my Lord.
Would dump this much sugar and just have it throughout the day knowingly. And of course, this is going to be on top of everything else. You know, like you have the big box of cereal, you have the Pop-Tarts, you have anything, donuts. They're all just packed full of sugar. And I think that's one thing about the American diet that I have to say seems pretty dangerous. And once you put it in perspective, I think it's pretty enlightening as well.
The National Center for Health Statistics on the American diet. 1 in 3 adults consume fast food on a given day.
Now this wouldn't be an average American diet without going to some fast food. So we're going to be picking a popular fast food chain and ordering the average size American portion.
It gotta be the Golden Arches. You got to hit up the Golden Arches if you're going fast food.
Which also happens to be a buff dude size portion. So it works out pretty good.
Hi, I can help you when you're ready.
Yeah, so we will get 4 double-decker tacos and 6
Taco Bell,
crunchy
okay.
tacos.
Regular
Okay.
or supreme?
I'll get it supreme, please. For me, Taco Bell brings back a lot of memories. When I was younger, I would work nights. I would get off at about 3 in the morning, and on my way home, the last thing I felt like doing was cooking a big meal. So I'd run by Taco Bell. I'd grab 4 double-decker tacos, and to kind of feel a little better about myself, I'd always get a large diet drink. Having all of that right before bed,
Not a good combination.
no. For my stomach or the toilet the next day.
Hey, I ain't had Taco Bell in so long. Them tacos be smacking. This video bringing back too many good memories.
For my stomach or the toilet the next day.
Health.gov on the American diet. Most Americans exceed the recommendations for added sugars, saturated fats, and sodium.
Now it's time for some snacks. You'll see the sugar content is extremely high on both of these. I mean, when me and Hudson were growing up, of course, we had a lot of these kind of snacks, and we would usually sit down and play video games for hours. And in the meantime, we would be downing soda like it's nobody's business. Both of us are pretty fast drinkers. And when you kind of start doing the math, when you think about each 12-ounce can of soda has over 50 grams of sugar, well, that adds up pretty damn quick. And that's hundreds of grams of sugar each day, and that's not even counting the caffeine in each can of soda. So it's basically like crack for a kid. And of course, the more you have, the more you crave, because sugar is very addictive. It's a fresh reminder of the effects. You get that sugar high, and immediately after you have one, you want another one. But I'm gonna try to hold back a little bit, because I feel like now that I'm a little bit older, I probably couldn't handle it. I might even throw up. So I mean, it's a stark reminder of the difference about being a kid and an adult. But I think it just goes to show you that kids need to be aware of this too, because in the long run, it is very unhealthy.
The IFIC Foundation on the American diet. More than 1 in 3 U.S. consumers are following a specific diet or eating pattern, and they are increasingly averse to carbohydrates and sugar.
A big problem for me growing up was using a lot of this food as a comfort. Of course, it's really good. It's not that satiating, so you can continue to eat it. And I would lean on it from time to time as a crutch. Of course, then you get used to your favorite meals, maybe your favorite fast food. And that's the crazy thing, because any town you go in throughout the country, and even now parts of the world, it's very comforting to see that sign because of familiarity. If you're seeing maybe like Joe's Diner, you don't really know what that food's gonna taste like. But whereas if you see a popular fast food chain, you know what's on the menu, you know what it's gonna taste like, and you just go to it time and time again. And that can be, at least for me, a bad thing, because I had a lot of sugar in my diet, I struggled with my weight, and when I began to do things like moderate my sugar, finally taking a look at what I was eating, that really helped me out a lot. So I can still have it from time to time, but now I'm just a little bit more educated onto what I'm putting into my body.
Health.gov.
That's facts. I completely agree with that. But yeah, that's, oh my gosh, man. Now I like look back and it's horrifying because the food just, it never did really fill you up. So you did keep eating and you definitely snacked throughout the day. And it wasn't that it was comfort for me, it was just, it was there. And if you're playing games or inside all day, like, you just continue to go back because it's there and it's good. So it's like, you want to keep eating and keep tasting that goodness. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I mean, I get this is the reason that we are the most obese nation in the world. And while kids are growing up like so big now because they have these snacks available to them all the time.
From time to time, but now I'm just a little bit more educated onto what I'm putting into my body.
Health.gov on the American diet. Only 20% of adults meet the physical activity guidelines for aerobic and muscle strengthening activity.
I have to admit, I'm very happy we are working out. I couldn't imagine eating like this and just sitting on the couch.
It's how we deal with our guilt.
That is true. The Church of Iron, they're not lying.
Big mistake I made growing up, especially when my diet wasn't quite in order, was that I thought I could outrun it by working out really hard. And it turns out it didn't really work out the way that I wished it would. And the craziest thing is once I got my eating in order, I noticed huge gains in not only my physique, but also in my strength levels and just generally how I was feeling. I was less fatigued, I had more energy in the gym, and it helped me to become the buff dude that I am today.
So we just finished the workout, an hour long, and we probably only burned around 500 calories.
That seems like a lot until you take into account that it only took us about 2 minutes to eat 500 calories and it's taken us 60 minutes to burn that off. So it's really easy to consume a lot, especially in the form of like liquid calories with some sugary coffee drinks.
I mean, breakfast, I had 1,400 calories in cereal.
Jesus Christ, you're a madman.
I know.
CDC.gov.
Nah, that's definitely facts, man. You learn that you can't outwork your diet. You can't do it. If your diet's bad, there's no amount of working out you can do to keep it in check, I'd say. Especially as you get older, because I felt like, man, once I hit the gym, I was hitting the gym daily. I was hitting it so hard. And I was grinding, and the weight just wasn't going anywhere. The stomach, the gut, it wasn't going anywhere until I decided to get my food habits in order. Once I started getting those in order, weight just started shedding off. It just started shedding, and it's not that I ate a whole lot less. It's just that I ate better foods. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to fast food joints anymore. I don't really eat out anymore. I grab a grocery store, high protein, low calorie foods, a lot of that. And so I can still eat a good amount, but I'm consuming a lot less calories throughout the day. And then I just replace soda with water. So that takes out a lot of calories by itself.
CDC.gov on the American diet. From 1999 to 2000 through 2017 to 2018, the prevalence of obesity increased from 30.5% to 42.4%, and the prevalence of severe obesity increased from 4.7% to 9.2%.
So when Hudson and I were growing up, our parents both had jobs, and we'd have corn dogs, we'd have frozen pizza, and it is very cheap and it's very easy to make. You pretty much just stick it in the oven or the microwave and you're good to go. Tastes good, it's easy, again, it's cheap, and that's one of those things that I feel like is kind of the ongoing theme of this video is cheap, easy, and convenient. It's just one thing that once you kind of get out of eating like that, you start eating like that again, and it doesn't taste as good as I remember being a kid.
Facts.
I actually have to wear the pens right now because I'm actually shitting as we speak. That's how bad it's become. And I don't know if that's because I'm older or because of the food. So that wraps up the average American diet, and I have to say it was a pretty interesting experiment of sugar, caffeine, fat, and God knows what else. But the great thing is there's also a lot of healthy choices that continue to grow in the market, which is awesome. You've got some alternatives to sugar. You have, of course, a lot of different diet movements like paleo and vegan, so that's great. But I think one thing, especially with America, it can be a country of extremes. So you have the extremely healthy people and you have the extremely unhealthy people. And I think the older we get, the more that we value moderation. Try to stick with single ingredients. That's gonna be the most healthiest and the easiest way to go about any kind of eating. And you always know what you're putting in your body. For the most part, it's gonna be a lot easier to control your calories and your macros that way. You're kind of able to enjoy both worlds, but you never stray too far to either one. So yeah, I have to say, I won't be returning to the average American diet anytime soon.
America!
Hudson's American diet. Breakfast, 4 cups of cereal. Oh my God, 640 calories, 48 grams of sugar, 10 grams of protein. Then you got 2% milk, 244 calories, 24 more grams of sugar, 16 grams of protein. Yeah, so that's just terrible. That's already over 800 calories, almost 900 calories just for breakfast. You're not really getting any nutritional value out of it. Brandon. Oh my gosh, Brandon went freaking crazy. 4 cups of cereal, 2 Pop-Tarts, and 2 cups of milk. Yeah, he definitely ate over 1,000 calories. It looks like about 1,200 calories he ate. That's sick. So much sugar. So much sugar. Next. Lord. That was so many grams of sugar. It was crazy. But yeah, it's just and like they said, once you do get out of the habit of eating like that, it is difficult to get out of the habit of eating like that. But once you do, like when you try to go back to it, it's not as good. It's like now I drink 1 ounce to 2 ounces of soda a day just because I can't finish like a whole soda. Like I do just like having a little sip to get the taste of it. You know what I'm saying? But like I just can't finish it. It's like I don't know. Like water, I'm down in. I hated water growing up. Absolutely hated it with the passion. But now I can down water so easily. Like I'm looking forward to my next bottle of water. I'm just like, this is good. Like it just once you decide to change your diet and you stick with it for a while, uh, you don't really want to eat the food that you ate to begin with. That food I would say is more convenient. Now, if I had to sum it up, it's just more convenient to eat, to run somewhere, grab something, come back, eat it. You know what I'm saying? But as far as satisfying, as far as nutritional value, it's terrible. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon are all up top. If you want to subscribe to any of that, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D Neal. Out.